What I'm about to talk about is something that is an epidemic that is plaguing our generation. Guys, you're about to see a side of me that I very rarely show, and it's actually things that I very rarely feel. As many of you know, if you follow my page, I try to focus on positivity and motivation, and I usually cruise right past negativity. Online trolls, haters, that kind of stuff. I don't care about those people. In fact, I don't even ever read their comments. I rarely see them. People ask me, did you see what so-and-so said or did? No, I don't. I just don't even pay attention to it. But every once in a while, something will catch my eye, and something just caught my eye, and I got to talk about it because to me, I feel like what I'm about to talk about is something that is an epidemic that is plaguing our generation. Now, if you're watching this on Instagram, swipe because it's gonna be longer than 60 seconds if you want to see the whole thing. But all right, let me set this up. I gotta tell you, by the way, the last time I did a rant video was like when I saw what happened to Jose Caballero and his family, so I feel like I'm allowed one like every 6 months or so. So I apologize. I'm not trying to be negative. There is a point to this story, all right? So bear with me. I posted just a couple hours ago a picture of my fail of the year Razor and my Hercules mud truck, and I said thinking about selling them because I want to make room for some new toys that we want to build on the show and stuff like that, and also I don't want these old ones to just sit around and do nothing. So posted it, you know, whatever, browsing through some of the comments to see what people were saying and people's feedback, and you know, just killing some time at lunch, and I come across this comment. I'll read it for you. Because it is the definition of what I feel one of the biggest problems in our society is. So it's by an individual, and I'm not trying to pinpoint who this person is. I'm not trying to attack them. I'm attacking the mentality behind this comment. It says, do giveaways on both, dude, considering that's the only reason your show and merch got so big. You're kind of starting to act like every other rich dude, always needing more money. It's actually a sad thing in my opinion. So this individual sees that I'm selling a couple of vehicles that I worked really, really hard to build. In fact, if you've seen our TV show, you watched, these were not easy vehicles to build. In fact, one was called the fail of the year because when we originally started talking to build it, everybody said it was going to be a failure, said it wasn't going to work. And you know, we worked through and made it happen, and it turned out to be a huge successful thing. But it's time to move on from these vehicles. And so this individual is saying that I should just give them away because they are attributed to my success. So here's the mentality, and here's the problem that I want to talk about. In today's day and age, we have a really hard time being happy for other people's success. In fact, I'm going to go one step further and say that many people hate to see other people successful. They cannot stand it. It literally makes them lose sleep at night. It's all they focus on. It's all they think about. If you have a coworker who got a promotion, it is very rare to see somebody say, good job, dude. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. We're all guilty of it. I'm guilty of seeing a friend or somebody put something ambitious on social media, do something a little bit out of the ordinary, take a little screenshot, send it to another mutual friend of that friend, and, you know, make a couple jabs or a little joke. Nothing major, nothing serious, but it's so much easier sometimes to focus on how much you don't like what other people are doing and how much you think they're so stupid for being successful or trying to be successful or putting themselves out there instead of just supporting. Like, why is that? What is happening? Like, what's happened to our society and to this generation that it's okay for somebody to see somebody successful and say, oh, no, you're too successful. You better give all your money back because that's what made you successful. That's like saying to a good pilot who's flying your plane, hey, look, dude, you know, you're a great pilot and that's why you are in the position that you're in and you get paid. I feel like you should probably start flying for free because becoming a good pilot is what got you to the point where you were getting paid well. Or a doctor, or a dentist, or a professional sports player. Like, it's, okay, you did a bunch of really good, successful things, and now you're successful, and this mentality says, nope, you can't, you're more successful than me, that's not okay. Like, we gotta be on the same level. Don't you dare try to get above me. It's like crabs in a bucket. You guys have heard that. I do not understand it, guys. I'm having a really hard time comprehending why this generation especially thinks that it's okay to be crabs in a bucket and pull each other down rather than build each other up. It makes zero sense to me. In fact, there's a saying that I've always lived by, and as soon as I heard it, it stuck with me for my entire life. It's great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Simple minds discuss people. And that's basically, there's like so much truth to that. You find people who gossip and like to talk about other people. What do you get out of that? How do you gain from that? What does that do for you? Besides that instant little rush of emotion or drama that you feel, it does nothing. It does nothing to benefit you. It does nothing to benefit them. And it keeps you down here your entire life. You guys know that I started the podcast, and in the podcast, we put together a checklist. The checklist is designed to give us simple key items and action things that we can do right now to stop making the same mistakes and to do better and be better. So consider this video kind of a miniature podcast. And I'm going to give you some things that you need to do, that I need to do right now to change this mentality, to change this focus, and to shift it onto something positive so that we can all be successful, so that we can have happiness and eliminate some of this negativity. Because this, I mean, it's very much the entitlement thing that's talked about so much with the younger generation, but it's not just the younger generation. I see all of us guilty of this. So how about we all just take a second and make some changes? So I'm going to give you some key items that I've written down here. And number one, stay away from gossip. Right now, if you're talking about somebody or talking about something that happened with this person, that person, just stop, just cut it off. Cut that negativity out of your life. Like, it may be really hard to do, but you can start right now by just eliminating whatever you're involved in at this moment. And if you're not involved in anything, good for you. Do not get involved. The second thing is, do not rely on the obvious. Sometimes it's so easy to look at a picture, look at a video, look at a situation, and at first glance, make a judgment on it and figure out, oh, I already know what's going on there because it's obvious. You're usually so wrong. So wrong. Take a second to dive into it. Figure out what's really going on. Figure out why somebody's really doing what they're doing. Okay? Man, there's so many things I want to talk to you guys about. Final thing is focus on solutions. Okay? Do not focus on the problems that people have. Don't focus on the stupid things that they do. Don't focus on the negativity. Don't focus on the trolls' comments. Don't focus on haters. Focus on solutions. Focus on what's going to make you happy today. Focus on how you could potentially take that troll or that hater or that negative person and teach them something positive so that their life isn't just such a drama-filled hell. Oh, it's so mind-blowing to me. And guys, you know that I keep this page as positive as I possibly can, but seeing some of these comments from people that just have such a hard time seeing other people be successful, man, it is rough. Final thing I'm going to ask you to do is tell somebody congratulations. If you see somebody, even the smallest little successes, build them up. Help them feel like that was a huge success. Literally text somebody right now and help them feel that you're their number one cheerleader. You're there to build them up, because guess what? I don't care if you even do that for just selfish motives, because it is going to be selfish, because it's going to hurt. It's going to help you. It's going to build you up. As you build other people up, you build yourself up. It's so simple. Stop with the negativity. Unless you want to live that life. If you want to live your life unhappy and in this negative state, stick with it, because it's going to work out really well for you. If you don't like to be happy, keep bringing other people down, because I'm telling you right now, it works. Oh, feels so good to get that off my chest. This is a long video. If you made it to this point, like, thank you, congratulations. I think we all feel this way sometimes, but these are things that we can fix and change. They're really not like, it's not like cancer where there's no cure for it, but it is like cancer where it spreads if it's untreated. So guys, I love you and thank you for listening, and let's just do a little better. Just try a little bit harder. It's really not that hard, and I promise you the payoff is well worth it. Thanks, guys.